Good afternoon, everyone. We have actually been to the cemetery. It is the tradition here in the Philippines. It's the tradition for people on the 1st of November to go and visit their loved ones in the cemetery. So we've been to the cemetery and I'm walking up the road now for the bike, and we're going to head off. We're going to go into Murcia. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to nip into Murcia, do a little bit of shopping, and it's a voiceover, and it's really busy. You'd be surprised just how busy it is outside the cemetery. There's normally thousands, and I mean thousands and thousands of people, and a lot of the time, it's very, very hard to find a parking spot, and you'd be surprised, guys, it's really, really, really busy all day long into the night. So, lots of people here visiting the cemetery. So I'm heading off. It's a little bit dark on and off, and I'm heading off up to the bike, and then we're going to go up into the plaza, and Jovelyn's going to do a little bit of shopping. So thank you very much for the support. God bless, guys. And then, actually thinking about it, I don't know if I've already mentioned this. See, it's normally chock-a-block. There's always big traffic jams, and it can be really dangerous trying to cross the road because people just don't give way. It's like it's a crazy rush to get to Bacolod for some strange reason. And anyway, later that night, like I said, I might have already mentioned this. Later that night, when we're coming home, we actually coming down into Concilian. Well, we're coming out of Murcia. We get about 1/4 mile out of Murcia, and there's a bad bit of road, a bad bend. Wow. I come round this bad bend, and a 4-wheel drive, it's like a jeepney, a blue jeepney, pulls out, so I go onto the brakes, and then it pulls out some more. And I'm not far really off hitting it, so I'm doing a lot of swearing at this time. Beep, and I'm bipping. And I thought, wow, we've been to the cemetery. Are we going to end up in the cemetery? Weekend here, drink drivers. But the bad driver, a lot of these guys are... Right, guys, it's a voiceover because I can hear I'm trying to shout above it. There's someone singing from 8 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock this morning, as per normal. So here, look, the rice terraces, and it looks like these guys are going to be able to put another crop of rice in, which is absolutely lovely. That's the dogs, they're always, go on, fall in. Look, the thing is they can smell if there's any rats or snakes, they can smell them. So that's what they're doing. Looks like they're hunting. Right, so that's it, look, absolutely lovely. Looks like the sugarcane lorry has actually lost a little bit of his sugarcane, and I'm not taking any. I'll come back tomorrow. If it's still there, I'm going to take it for the garden. So that's it, look, absolutely lovely. Here in the Philippines, here in Concilian. This is where we are. We're on the old railway track. Right, so I hope you guys are studying. Right, guys, I've got my phone turned down really quite a lot. Hopefully you can actually hear me, and it's going to be dark very soon, because you can see, look, my phone even knows. See if I can find a good spot. So yeah, let me just let this by. Right, that looks like it's better. The motorbike is past. So, you know, it looks like it's at, you can see the rice terraces. So, you know, I'm trying to chat above this music. So I've just come for a little walk. I've just put some seeds in actually. Don't know if they'll work. I found a nice flower. Me and Joveline went to the cemetery yesterday, and you know, it's the tradition on the 1st to go to the September, October, we're on November, it's the tradition. So we went to the cemetery, and you know, there were a flower there and it were a little bit withered, and we got some seeds and it were a really nice flower. So, you know, hopefully the seeds actually work and we get some lovely red flowers. We'll see, right guys? So, you know, I'm just having a little walk. It's a lovely evening. Right, take care, God bless. Look, I'm having to walk around with my phone. So, you know, these rice terraces looks like they're going to get another crop. I can't really chat about the topic because I've got music blaring out. My sound's really down. In fact, I'm not even sure if I've turned my sound off till I listen to this. If I have, it's a voiceover, hopefully, because I'm shouting. You cannot hear that noise in the background. So please like, please subscribe, please share the videos, please give me a thumbs up. If you're wanting to grow your YouTube channel a lot quicker, short videos, long form, short. Take care, God bless. Hopefully I can make a video tomorrow. Have you two finished? Right, that's one of them. Where's the other one? I don't know where she is. Hello? So that, oh, she's there. Oi! You know you. I'll guess. You there? Blast, yes. Guys, it's shouting time, even though my volume's very low. Trying to chat above the music. Right, my dog Lexi, you know, she's a really timid dog and she fears, she gets, the other one, she's got no fear really, but she does get around strangers, she doesn't trust strangers, and she can go behind them, and you know, she's getting now where she's just too close to people. And you know, I'm gonna have to get hold of her. When I go in, she's gonna get some of that because she will not listen, and I can't have her going at back of people because people here carry machetes, and it's only one of them, bang, she's dead. And they will chop her one, because I'd chop her one. You know, if I were walking on here and my dog was someone else's dog, so to speak, and she come close to my legs, I would chop her, and that's what's going to happen to her. And so I'm going to have to knuckle down on her, because like I said, very dangerous here in the Philippines. Everyone carries knives and they carry machetes, right? And you never knows who. You don't know, you know, you can see just a person and it looks like a normal person. You just never know. You know, you see people here and they just look like me. You know, they just look like me and they're actually walking. See if I can turn around and hopefully we're not getting any of this music. You know, they just look like me. They're walking normally. This music, it's very hard to concentrate. You know, they just look like me, like I said, normal person walking on the road, walking on this railway line, the old railway line. And what happens? You know, they walk past you and they're giving you this really bad look. So that tells you straight away the character. If you've got someone doing that, looking you up and down, that's their character. They're a nasty character. Right, act on that. Carry this, or carry what they're carrying. And I'm not jesting, I'm not joking. You know, they've got knives like this, right? And knives there, down the back. So they're walking up to you. You can't see it, knife, and it's just, they'll just pull knife and woof. And that's what I've seen You know, there's gangs of guys here. There's a lot of nice people here, a lot of good guys here. But there's a few, you know, there's a few that look you up and down, and you can see they've got a bad character, and they look you up and down as though you're nothing. And it's up to you, back down if you want. I won't back down. It's just backing down don't work. You know, of course, you don't cause trouble. You know, you diffuse a situation, but it just don't work like that. You know, this is not YouTube. You know, how to beat a knife. This is real life. And I've noticed, you know, some bad characters, some guys thinking that this, that and other. Dogs were barking. Lexi, she's a good guard dog, she were barking. Got torch out last night and I shone out onto this road here. So I shone out, so I was shining out with torch. So, you know, shining out with torch. Shining out, and saw a guy, pitch dark, and I saw a guy walk past, and he was looking, but he was like this. And he's looking into the house, and I thought, you just never know. And have a guess what? You know, you just never damn know here. You know, with knives and machetes. You know, is that normal behaviour just to walk? And believe me, there's a few guys here that get this. And I'm not talking about a stick. I'm talking about a machete. And they disappear. Right, they disappear. And it's as simple as that. And, you know, coming back from Murcia yesterday, last night, we went to the cemetery, as I probably explained earlier on in a video. Anyway, it was dark. So as me and Joveline's coming back and it's dark, there's a crossroads. And it's a really dangerous crossroad, and they just haven't got safety in mind here in Philippines. They just don't plan things. And I might even do a video. I might just sit and do a video on this crazy crossroad. It's that dangerous. And I always get ready when I come to this crossroad to get on my brakes. Because I know they just pull out. Lorries pull out, cars pull out. Motorbikes pull out onto Miglet Road. They shouldn't even be on road. They should be stopped. Philippines. So, you know, it looked like a small van or a jeepney, a blue jeepney. Now, bear in mind, everyone drinks every day, but at weekend they drink a lot more. So I pulled out and he stopped. And I slowed down, and then I hit the brake straight away, slowed down, it went like that, stopped, then I were off brakes, and I set back off, so to speak, still at speed. You know, not going very fast, probably about 20 kilometres an hour, because it were a bend, it comes round a bend, and then it's a crossroad. What does he do? He only pulls out onto the road. Joveline screamed, beep! I were on my beep, and I thought, you idiot. Yeah, a few F words. I was that mad, I thought, what an arsehole. And, you know, I'm sure somebody will have got killed yesterday. Murcia, Bacolod City, coming back from San Carlos, I'm sure someone will have got killed. Well, how do I know this? Because it's every damn week. It's every damn weekend. And it's just like that, every damn weekend. Some poor guy, you know, probably with his family, riding down the road, someone pissed up, drunk, drinking too much, driving culture here in the Philippines. That's why people are just getting killed all the time, driving all the time. And, you know, they'd have a field day in England, because revenue, money you would make stopping all these drivers, breathalyzing them, and if you're drunk, fine you. You know, England, you'd get stopped and you'd be banned from driving. It's coming to Philippines, and it needs to stop, because you're just killing that many people. So that's what he does, pulls back out. And this is nothing new. You know, I've chatted about this a million, thousand times. You know, about people driving cars, and they just, you know, and they come past you, right? They come past you, they come straight in front of you like that, nearly knock you off bike. Because of that, they can't drive. They're just bad drivers, or they're damn pissed up. You know, they're drinking all the time. And, you know, I actually really want to get back to England now. You know, I need to get back. I need to get things sorted. I need to do my monetisation. And then I need to carry on. And then I need to make some money online and offline. When I'm monetised, I can make some money, right? I can make money. As it is, I can't make a damn penny. And I've got other things I want to do. Whether it, you know, just keep going at different things. So that were it. That were our little day yesterday. We went to the cemetery. And it's every time you go out here in Murcia, you know, every time you go out, you're lucky if you get back home a damn live. You know, and they're all, like I said, driving, racing back home. And I've seen quite a few killed here. Right, I can hear the music and I'm shouting, so have a great evening. Hopefully I can do a video. Take care, guys. Right, at the end of this video, I've done another video, right? So, before I upload this video, there's some puppies what's being run over on the road. So they're actually dead. Evening! So they're actually dead. They've been killed. And, you know, so I'm going to put them on, but I'll put a warning on. So if you don't like to see dead puppies splattered and the guts hanging out and all the rest on it, I'll put a warning, don't watch it, okay? Take care, God bless, look after yourselves. It looks like it's going to be dark very, very soon. It's a sad life here in the Philippine province. Pups just left on the road today. So, you know, it's a regular common thing, you know. But it is what it is, whether it's sad or not. That's life in the Philippines. So you can see, like Jovelyn says, poor little puppy. But they're being laid on road, cars are going round them, cars are stopping. And a four-wheel drive didn't notice the puppy and he's gone straight over the top and killed it because it's on the road. So that's the little sister. And her little sister's dead on the road. So that's a little sister. She doesn't know. She doesn't know it's dead. Right, so that's one pup. Now she's just laid on the road. Lock her up somewhere. Jovelyn's moving the other pup. I've put that one there. So if you've got a nervous disposition, like I said, poor little pups. Don't know where Jovelyn's going. Ah, they're all up there, look. Ah, they're all up there. Little pups. Ah, they're all up there, look.